Do you want unstoppable damage at any range for any opponent you face in Mortal Kombat 1? Of course you do. Who wouldn't? Well, you're in luck because Li Mei and Jax together are something scary when played correctly. I'm talking insane set play, neutral and space control, as well as good damage and pressure. In today's video, I'm going to break down why this duo is deadly, explain how this team works, and show you why this alliance might be one of my favorites to play. So, let's get into it. Alright, let's break down what makes this duo so powerful, starting with Li Mei, the backbone of this team. Li Mei is the reason this team goes crazy. She's fast, agile, and incredible at switching from zoning to full-on rushdown in an instant. Up close, her stagger pressure and plus frames make her a nightmare to deal with, and her lantern setups can completely throw opponents off if they're not ready. Now, she's not the best zoner or the best rushdown character on her own, but in the hands of a smart player, Li Mei forces respect. Every move she makes demands attention, and that's what makes her so dangerous. But where things really get wild is when you pair her with Jax. He takes all that speed and pressure Li Mei brings and turns it into pure dominance. Let's break down why Jax is one of the best ambush cameos in the game right now. Jax is an incredible ambush cameo. Perfect for non-stop pressure, strong Oki, and setups that keep your opponent guessing every second. After the latest patch, his ground pound gives any fighter real full screen presence, which makes him even better for characters who can convert quickly from range. On top of that, Jax brings great utility. He can counter other ambush cameos, control space with his shockwave, and stack plus frames for nasty corner pressure. And the best part, his combo extensions are easy to pull off but still hit hard. Alright, so what really makes this team special? Simple. Control. Li Mei and Jax can shape the fight however you want. Wanna zone and frustrate your opponent from a distance? You can. Wanna rush them down and never let them breathe? You can. Wanna lock them down with setups and Oki that force constant guessing? Absolutely. No matter your playstyle, this team lets you dictate the entire pace of the match. And for your opponent, that means one thing: no escape. Li Mei and Jax work together in a way that keeps opponents constantly second guessing. Li Mei's strength lies in her ability to switch gears. One moment she's keeping you out with projectiles, and the next she's in your face with plus frame pressure. Jax fills in every gap she has. His ground pound gives her screen control, his ambush keeps opponents locked down, and his shockwave extends her turns or baits movement. When you combine that with Li Mei's strong frame traps and lantern setups, you start to see how suffocating this team can be. Even when it's not her turn, Jax can force respect with his assist time, turning what should be your opponent's opening into another mix-up. Together, they turn neutral into pressure, pressure into Oki, and Oki into damage. Once they get momentum, it's almost impossible to reset the pace against them. Alright, let's talk about what really makes this team shine: their set play and pace control. When you pair Jax's ground pound with Li Mei's enhanced projectile, you're creating guaranteed damage with almost zero risk. This setup's insane. It's unblockable, it hits full screen, and it's fast. Most opponents just don't have time to react, so they get clipped trying to figure out how to escape. And here's where it gets even dirtier. You can change up the timing, shift it just a little, and suddenly your opponent has to guess when to move or block, which usually forces them right into a vortex. Basically, every time they try to counter your setup, you've already got a counter ready for their counter. That's what makes this duo so dangerous. Their setups beat the counterplay to their own setups. Now, the real superpower of this team? Pace control. Li Mei on her own sometimes struggles to control the flow of a match. She can get rushed down or zoned out pretty easily. But with Jax backing her up, that all changes. Together, they can create offense from any distance and use that same offense to protect themselves. No team gets to rush you or run from you unless you allow it. If you want to slow things down, just zone them out. Use Li Mei's lanterns and Jax's Nova Punch to chip them down and force mistakes. Then, when you're ready to flip the switch, go right back into pressure. Played right, This team controls every second of the match, from neutral to corner, from start to finish. Alright, let's talk defense, because with this team, your defense is your offense. Li Mei's armored wake up doesn't just get you out of pressure. When you pair it with Jax, it instantly turns into a setup. The plus frames from Jax's Nova Punch gives you space to breathe while still keeping control. And when you've got Jax's ground pound, Li Mei's lantern, and her projectile all on screen, your opponent has to fight through a wall just to reach you. Even when you're defending, you're still dealing chip damage and forcing mistakes. That's what makes this duo so dangerous. For all their strengths, this team isn't flawless. The biggest issue you'll notice right away is consistency. Li Mei's combos can be spacing dependent, and if you mistime her launchers or call Jax at the wrong point, your setups fall apart and you lose pressure. That means execution and timing are key if you want to get real value out of their synergy. There's also risk and commitment. Both characters rely on taking their turn and keeping it. If your pressure gets poked out, especially if you overuse plus frame strings or predictable setups, you can be punished hard. Against patient players who know how to fuzzy guard or armor through gaps, this team can crumble fast. Lastly, they can struggle against characters who outzone them or outmobility them. Li Mei's projectiles are good, but not dominant. And if Jax's ground pound gets jumped or punished, you lose one of your best control tools. So while this team thrives on momentum and pace control, once that's broken, the comeback factor can feel a lot tougher. To cover this team's weaknesses, it all comes down to timing and control. Don't waste Jax calls. Use him to reinforce Li Mei's pressure, not start it. Treat his assist like insurance that keeps your offense safe. With Li Mei focused on controlled aggression, mix your staggers, bait defensive options, and use Jax's shockwave or ground pound to extend pressure where your opponent hesitates. On defense, stay calm. Use spacing, backdashes, and delayed wake ups to reset neutral, then use ground pound to take back control. And finally, adjust your pacing. Tighten pressure against rushdown players and use ground pound with lantern setups to challenge zoners. When you dictate the rhythm, you erase this team's biggest flaws. And that's the power of Li Mei and Jax, a duo that can control every inch of the match, punish mistakes, and turn momentum into unstoppable damage. From neutral to corner, from zoning to relentless pressure, this team forces respect at every turn. Sure, they have weaknesses, but with smart timing, careful assist calls, and controlled aggression, you can cover their flaws and dominate the pace of the fight. Whether you're zoning, rushing down, or locking your opponent in Oki loops, Li Mei and Jax give you the tools to dictate the match from start to finish. So, get in the lab, practice your setups, experiment with their synergy, and see for yourself why this team is such a nightmare to face. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more MK1 guides, and drop your favorite Li Mei duo in the comments. Now, go dominate the ranks with this team.
Would be too good for you.
Quitality. Li Mei wins.
this through.
I regret not trying to bring you to my side.
It would have been a wasted effort.
Round one, fight!
Oh my god. I'm so
Cease and desist.
Damn, you know, yo. Ah, I thought he was negative there. So I did that. Ow, 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 ow. 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 Man, smashing mad hard. Damn, man. Oh, wow. Oh, I thought it was far enough. Damn. Man, that's such a crazy fucking thing, bro. Crazy.
Prison would be too good for you.
Brutality! Li Mei wins. Round one, fight!
There's a reason I'm first constable.
I'm a scat man!
Fire alarm started going off.
That was my PS4. That motherfucker bursting in front of me.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, you thought I was playing that motherfucker.